Welcome to the Bigfoot Survival Guide, Study Skills, Resources, and Library Secrets, presented by the SFCC Library. Let's start, as I'm sure all academic library videos start, and get personal. So this is me, oh so long ago in 2005. Yes, that is literally a tie-dye portable CD player and a hat I got from my grandpa. I will admit I was feeling myself, but the reason that I am sharing this picture is because it is from my summer college orientation. For me, this was a really big deal because I was a first-generation college student. So neither of my parents had gone to college, but they had high expectations of both my brother and I that we would go. However, figuring out how to apply to going and doing well was on us. And to be able to do well, I had to learn certain skills and strategies, not just for being a good learner, but for doing well in college. And lucky for me, I got quite good at it. I went on to get my master's in library and information science, and I became an academic librarian. So yes, just for the record, I wear glasses. I have a cat. His name is Milton. But more to the point, I want to share with you some strategies that I learned as a college student that I truly believe made me successful. The first one is knowing your resources, planning ahead, and then asking good questions. Now, I know these seem like they might be fairly obvious, but developing and following through on these skills, and yes, I'm going to call them skills, took practice. And so I hope you take time from this video to stop and think about how you're going to be a strategic college student. If it's the recommendations I give you today, or maybe different strategies that you're going to sort out for yourself. Taking the time to think about how you're going to approach and plan will make all the difference to your college experience. Now let's start with my first suggestion. Know your resources. I have to be honest. There are so many resources on campus here to help you, both online and in person. However, I am going to be focusing on my favorite one because it's my area of expertise, the library. Now, I want to take a moment here and let you know that there is a resource list available for you to print on the library guide where you're watching this video. So if you have the capability to print, go ahead and do that. Take some notes. If you're able to download it and take some notes as you're going along, now would be the perfect time to do that. So in my most biased opinion, one of the greatest resources at the library are the librarians. There are 4 of us here to help you with your research in whatever class you may be in. Now, what exactly does that mean, helping you with your research? Well, let's say you have a research paper, presentation, short project. We can help you with creating research questions, brainstorming topics, creating citations, or even just searching online or in the library databases. If it's research related, we are here to help. Now, most of the times you can find us at the reference desk in the library, but if you're online, we're online. So please note that you might have a librarian in your Canvas course. Just look for someone listed as librarian. We also have a 24/7 chat where you can ask a librarian questions any time of day or night. If you want one-on-one research help to sit down with a librarian, either online or in person, please make a research appointment. We love meeting with you one-on-one. And honestly, I think students think it's some of the most meaningful experience when it comes to getting assistance with their research. We also have live interactive library workshops, again on Zoom or in person. And here we delve into that research process a little bit more. Sometimes different topics you won't necessarily get to cover in class. That's going to help you become more strategic as a researcher. If you need help on the go, check out our YouTube channel for research tips. We also have access to our ebook, articles, and streaming videos through our library catalog as well as our library databases. Now let's move along to our strategy number 2, which is planning ahead, also known as time management. And I want to acknowledge that we all have very busy lives and responsibilities, but whatever little thing you can do to help yourself plan ahead will make a big difference in the long run. And so this next section here is just some suggestions of what I did when I was a student. Look at your syllabus. Your instructors put so much effort into their syllabi. I cannot tell you or emphasize how seriously they take it. If you want to feel for a class to see if it's the right fit for you, if it's teaching what you want to learn, take a look at that syllabus. Now, I always like to look at my syllabus and then get a calendar and for every class map out when my assignments and projects were due. This helped me get a feel of what my quarter was going to look like, and it also helped me strategize. Is this a load that I'm going to be able to actually engage with in a way that is meaningful and that I'm going to be able to get my work done? Now, when it comes to strategizing, I might schedule an appointment with a librarian ahead of time. Let them know what my assignment is, what I'm thinking of doing. We can work together to set you up for success, which will save you time in the long run. I could also submit a draft of my paper to the academic coaches for review before the actual due date. Now, academic coaches, you say. Yes, we have academic coaches in the library. However, you can meet with them online or in person. Love the academic coaches. They're students who have done well in a particular subject area and are here to support you. So I'm not just talking about writing college papers, which they assist with, and also have an online program to help give you feedback on, but a variety of topics of different classes you see here at SFCC. So if you want to schedule study time and have someone there to support you, help you with study skills or homework questions, get in contact with the academic coaches. Just like the librarians, they're here to support you. And the further out you plan, the better that support's going to be. The library can help you plan too. Do you need the space to work with a group? Would it be nice to have a screen to collaborate together? Or maybe on the other side of that, could you use a quiet study space, or you want to work in a room together for a group project? Reserve a study room at the library. You can also reserve the Innovation Studio on the main floor, which gives you the ability to edit video and audio content. If you need tech, plan ahead. Check out a laptop or a hotspot at the start of the quarter. You can find more info here at this link. Before we go into our last strategy, I want to take a moment and discuss the importance of engaging with your educational experience at large, which really is the whole purpose of this video. So I briefly wanted to share this article that looked at high impact practices for online students. The general gist is that online education is more than just showing up and doing the assignments. You're going to feel better about it and you're going to get more out of it the more you connect with your instructors, your fellow students, and engage and take self-direction of your own education. And I know that sounds like effort, and I'm going to be honest with you, it is. So when we're talking about these concepts of self-regulation, self-direction, self-efficacy, it's this idea of you taking charge of your own learning behaviors and the different actions that are going to help you achieve. And that can be everything like we've discussed today, from planning ahead, time management, reaching out and getting involved in your college community in small, meaningful ways. As an online or hybrid student, or a student who comes in person, all these resources and services are available to you. It will make this process of getting your college education easier for you in the sense that you're going to feel supported. Now, students who practice the skills like we're talking about today are more likely to persist. So in this article, they're talking about online persistence, and that just means that you're sticking with school, you're able to achieve the goals that you have set out and passing your classes and moving on to the next stage. But what I really want to emphasize here is that you have to really be able to advocate for yourself. And that leads us to our last strategy, which is ask good questions. Now, I know what you're thinking. Are all questions good questions? Another way of phrasing that is, are there bad questions? And I am going to be honest with you. Yes and no. I don't know if there are any bad questions, but I do know that there are better questions. The important thing, of course, is to ask, and hopefully you feel comfortable to ask or reach out for support from your instructors or the various other resources and services on campus. However, I want you to keep in mind that context is everything. Don't assume that anybody knows where you're coming from. Provide context. So, when I talk about better questions, if you're struggling with a research assignment, don't just ask, how do I find articles of a librarian? Instead, tell us what your assignment is about, what research you've already done, and where you're getting stuck. This isn't just about making it easier for us to help you. It's about helping you think critically about what you need and how to get it. As a librarian, my goal isn't just to give you the answers. I want to help you understand the process so you can do it for yourself next time. This way, you're not just completing an assignment, you're developing skills that will serve you throughout your college career and beyond. And this is true of the library as well as all the other resources and services on campus. So it's at this moment I want to remind you that you also have online learning support coaches in campus. They can help you with campus questions, to become an effective online learner. If you feel like you could use some more support using the technology that's necessary to complete your education, using things like Panopto to record videos or Respondus to take quizzes or tests online. Know that they are here to help you. And remember, whether you're seeking help from your academic coaches, librarians, asking thoughtful, well-informed questions will always get you further. It shows that you're engaged and that you've done some thinking on your own and you're ready to take the next step in your learning journey. Also, in general, it just helps you become a more critical thinker and lifelong learner. So don't be afraid to ask, and ask smartly. Now that's all I have for you today. If you happen to be on campus, make sure you stop by the library and say hi to us all. You can also grab a bookmark or a sticker at the reference desk. We'll be happy to see you. If you're mostly taking classes online, I'm afraid the only thing I have to offer you in a moment is this video from the 70s that I think is quite funny.
Say the word library, and it's Z time, right? But hold it. At Spokane Falls Community College, the library means books, films, magazines, records, videotapes. And that's just the beginning. They're all here for information and just pure relaxation. Now there's a good word, relaxation. At the library at Spokane Falls, there's always time for a quiet conversation, a serious discussion, or whatever.
Thank you for watching. See you around the library.